Welcome to the Best of the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. I'm an immigration attorney, and we're happy to welcome you. And we want to say thank you to everyone who supports us on all our platforms, especially those who write to us on social media, follow us, and share their immigration stories with us. We're grateful to the community that we have built together and it has inspired us to create this podcast. We hope you enjoy it. There goes Ben. Let's go to Isuf. Hi, Isuf.
Hello, Jim. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. How you doing?
Doing great, thank you. I watched your show for a long time, but I never joined. But I think this is a good time for me personally to join. Uh,
Awesome.
yeah, so I currently have a temporary green card, and I actually had to renew it this month to remove the conditions. And I had a situation with my with my landlord. She actually filed a charge on me because I subleased a room, and now I'm facing a criminal charge. It was it's about $1,100, and I'm close to getting it dismissed. However, it's in a very bad timing right now because I don't know how to disclose the case. I do have the copy of complaint. It's just in a very bad position right now.
So somehow they charge you with a crime for subletting a room in your apartment?
Yes, yeah.
Do you have a lawyer that you're working with to get it dismissed?
Uh, I didn't have initially because I had just graduated school and I wasn't able to afford it, but I work now and I can. But uh, I was thinking I have a public defender and he's been doing a good job, but it's honestly, I think if I went with a lawyer, it would have been done way faster.
Is this a misdemeanor? Is it a municipal charge? What's the crime?
So it's a grand theft because it's over if it's over $950, it's a grand theft and it's actually a felony as well. Um, They are willing to drop it to a misdemeanor, but I told them that I don't want any cases on my record. So,
I don't even understand. Do you understand the legal theory? What's the theft by subletting your apartment? Who's being robbed?
okay, so the robbed is the person that was staying in the house, and that doesn't make sense. It's a very bad case, and I think uh, the landlord also made a few like accusations that were not true. So basically, I'm getting charged with the amount that I took for the rent because I was using that money to pay the landlord that I sublet. So they're saying that the way that I did it is it wasn't I didn't have the right to sublet the room, so that's why they were charging me for that. That's
Did you have a written lease?
yes, I have
And
the
did,
written lease,
and the
and
written
I have
lease
a
did the written lease prohibit you from subletting?
no, it didn't, and I also have also video recording from the landlord uh, saying that she's allowing me to sublet the room, and I've shown this to the DA, to the district attorney, but she's very grumpy and she doesn't want to give up on the case. And my lawyer told me if you have to go to trial, we can go. But
Okay. Let's talk about what your question was for me. When are your conditions? When does your 2-year green card expire?
expires on November 22nd, so I have to file it this week. I've been just waiting to see if there's a change on my status on my criminal case before uh, I file for the removal of conditions.
Sounds like it's not going to be.
Yeah, yeah. I called the DA today. I called my public defender, and he was gonna do an interview with the person that accused me, but he pushed it for the middle of November, and I told him I need this done quickly, but it didn't happen.
What jurisdiction is it?
This is in California, Orange County.
So I would go ahead and file the 751. And if it's, did you get arrested for that, or did you just get a citation?
Uh, so actually, it's I did get arrested because they sent the warrant the same day. I didn't even know, and I was flying out with my spouse for spring break, and I didn't even know about this. So the thing is, the person who the landlord, she has family in the police, and she really pushed a lot of
This is
effort on
fucking
this.
this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. They're totally railroading you. And if she involved police department to try to, I mean, what is these people's fucking problem? This is
Yeah, I was really I was really upset and very unfair, but I'm trying to get out of this.
yeah, no, I get it. And everything's cool with you and your wife?
Yeah, yeah, everything we're good. We have plenty of evidence that the marriage is real. Uh, we've been together for 3 years now. It's just this the only aspect, and there's a box where I have to tick that I've been charged with a crime. Unfortunately, so I'm going to be honest on that too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, how do you know that this person has family in the police department?
Because she told me this was a 6 month lease for the house, and it was on a ski town because I like snowboarding, so I leased it for. And I told her, I can't afford the whole lot by myself, so I'm going to sublet it to my friend, and everyone was respectful.
And you have that on
Nobody.
video. And you have that on video.
I have it on audio recording, like me and her talking, and Lisa's also. So yeah, the DA is very sad. She just doesn't. She wants some. She wants to convict me something, no matter what it is. My lawyer said that my public defender said we can do a vandalism charge for you. She just wants to give me a record, and I
No,
told.
no, no, fuck them.
Yeah.
The property that was being sublet isn't even in Orange County.
No, yeah, that property that was being sublet is where I went to community college. It's in Lake Tahoe, actually, in California. It's in Lake
So,
Tahoe.
but the alleged subletting happened in Orange County. Is that the theory as to why? I was just thinking, was there a way you could transfer it to Lake Tahoe?
Oh yeah, so the property was in Lake Tahoe. That's where I was living at that time in college. I was going to college in Northern California.
Okay, and you say that now you have money to pay a criminal defense lawyer.
Yes, yes. Now I can afford it. Uh,
Um, I would find the most badass criminal defense lawyer I could find there and pay them and tell them that not only are we going to beat this, I want to sue them for violating my civil rights. This is total bullshit. If you can prove that she has some kind of relationship with the police and that they all did this together, I mean that this is a fucking crime. I think it's a violation of your civil rights.
yeah, her father, he's a sheriff. He was a sheriff in Lake Tahoe, the same county. Her husband is also a police officer. She told me that like when I first met her, we were just
The,
like getting to know each other a little bit.
landlady.
Yeah, she's a lady. Yeah.
I mean, but you're saying the landlady's husband is a police officer
Yes. Yes.
in the office of where you got arrested, or where you got arrested. And so, wait, you were sort of telling me, but you didn't finish the story. So they issued a warrant for you. You didn't know about it. You were going to travel with your spouse,
Yeah.
and
So
then
I was going to Cabos, and everything was happening. And I think they told me at the airport that I had a warrant, and then I had to wait. I spent 5 days in jail for this because they had to transfer me, and yeah, I was in a different county, and they told me it was a Friday, so as you know, you can't see a judge until it's Monday.
which they probably did on purpose.
Yeah, yeah, everything seemed because I was calling the county every day, the police department, because she had told me that she was going to like report this, and I was telling them, if there's something, I can come and talk to you guys. And then I even called them a day before it, and they told me that there's nothing, there's no case for you yet, and they issued a warrant immediately without sending me a letter or anything like that.
Is there is there is the police department that the landlady's husband works for, the same police department that issued the arrest warrant.
Yes, it's the same county. Yeah.
Okay.
Same city.
So listen, I'm not an expert on this. Is called a Section 1983 violation. It's a civil rights violation. It's when the government abuses their authority under color of law, in other words, in their uniforms or in their professional capacities to try to do something that's unethical. I mean, literally, I've never heard of somebody being charged with grand theft because they sub. I've never heard of anybody being charged with a crime for subletting. And if you have it on audio that she agreed to it, and if you know that he's a cop, these motherfuckers need to be dealt with. I don't know if it'll go anywhere, but if you email me, I will spend some time tomorrow watching football, trying to find you a criminal defense lawyer in Orange County. And I have a buddy in Laguna Beach. He'll know a good criminal defense attorney in Orange County, and then we'll
I
try to
live
find.
10 minutes from Laguna.
What'd you say?
I live 10 minutes away from Laguna.
Okay.
Laguna.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I'll also help you find a civil rights lawyer. They might not get all worked up about it as much as I am worked up, but we should really fuck with these people. These are bad people.
Yeah, and it really sucks because I don't understand why she's just very stuck on just giving me something on my record, and she doesn't want to see any evidence. I've sent my DA has sent them so much evidence, and she just doesn't care. She told me we can go to trial. I don't care.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay. Um, so email me and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay, I will
Oh,
email you.
I know what I wanted to ask you. Does she know you're an immigrant?
Um, I did tell her yes. Towards the end, I told her that we can talk about this. You don't have to go this way because it will it can impact my immigration. And
And your public defender knows that too.
yes, yes, they know that, and that's why when they gave me the vandalism, I told them that this can be an MIT, uh,
A
Moral Institute.
CIMT. Yeah, I don't know that it would be, but either way, email me and we'll go from there. And I'll research whatever I can to see if and I'll even talk to the civil rights lawyer and maybe even send them this video to see if they're interested. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I think I made a mistake by not getting a lawyer because I was still a student when this happened 2.5 years ago, and it's still ongoing. I have trial on next February, end of February
On
next
this
year.
on this thing.
Yes. The,
Yeah. Well, maybe we could sue. Maybe we could sue them in the hopes that it just goes away.
yeah. I think there's a lot of room for that too. I believe.
All right. Let me know.
All right. And last question, Jim. Because I'm gonna file this week. I'm
Yeah.
working with an.
Go
Uh,
ahead. Go ahead.
so
Go ahead. Go ahead and send it. Tell them about the arrest and the citation, and then just say that it's pending, and just we'll deal with that part later. Your 751 is going to take 2 years, so you have time to clear it up and make sure and notify them that it all got dropped.
okay. All right. Sounds good. I will email you, Jim. Thank you.
Thanks, Isuf. See you, buddy. He was out of here. Let's go to Valen. Valen, are you there? Hello.
Hello.
How
Can you
you
hear
doing?
me?
I can. How you doing?
Good, good. I'll try to make it short. So in December 2021, I got married to my US citizen husband. I got my conditional green card in 2023, and we've been married for almost 3 years next month. After I got married, my husband started displaying troubling behavior, waking from nightmares in anger, slamming doors, and becoming verbally aggressive during arguments sometimes because of his mental health issues. He often talked about wanting to die. He was addicted to drugs and alcohol. And he abandoned me back in June after he had a mental breakdown. And he left me with his mother for 2 months. And she even said sorry to me because they didn't disclose his mental health issues. He went to rehab for a month and I moved out of the house. Even though he came back and wants to work on things, I'm a little hesitant because I don't trust him anymore and he's not even trying to keep our marriage alive. So I have three questions for you. Is this considered emotional abuse for USCIS? Would it be possible to get a divorce? Should I worry about Trump being president? And can I request a waiver for extreme hardship since I'm from Venezuela?
So, when did you start seeing problems with him? Was it before you got married or after you got married with his mental health?
It was after we got
After you
married.
got married.
Yeah,
Well, first, before I say anything, let me say I'm sorry that you're going through this. And
thank you.
actually, it's surprising how many people we've heard from people who are married to people with mental health problems, and I know that's really tough. So I don't want to forget to mention that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Did you have um, did you have a green card interview, or was it approved without an interview?
Without interview.
Okay. So basically, USCIS has never spoken to him or to you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Um, and when are the conditions did you file the 751 already?
No, I have to wait until June next year if we stay
June.
married. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first off, you should know that once you get that original green card, you're in a much stronger, safer position than
Okay.
before if the marriage falls apart before the green card is issued. The fact that you received your green card really puts you on solid footing. So the one thing I want you to understand more than anything is you can stay here in the United States without him. You don't need him anymore. If the marriage is over, then the thing to do is to file for divorce. And I would not, unless you had very, very little evidence that the marriage was real, I would not go the extreme hardship route. I would not go the abuse route.
Okay.
I would go with the, hey, this was a real marriage. It just didn't last because of his mental health problems. I would try to document his mental health problems. I would try to get records of his mental health problems. If I think you said the mother apologized, if that was in writing or if you have some proof of that. I think if I were you, what I would be focusing on right now is getting as much documentation I can since the green card was issued that the marriage was real. You're going to have to prove up the whole marriage. And then if
Right.
you have any threats or any texts or any recordings or any documents or treatment records of his mental health issues, that would be helpful to have. But you should know that you will get your 10-year green card and you will be able to get your citizenship after 5 years.
Okay.
So feel safe and know. I think abuse and Venezuelan hardship, to me,
Mhm.
those are a lot harder to win than just saying this was a real marriage and it didn't work out. Whether Trump can retroactively trade that, I don't think I don't think this is the kind of case that they're going to be focusing on. I don't think they're going to
Okay.
mess around too much with 751s. So really, it'll just be the delay that's caused by all their antics, not so much whether or not you get your green card and citizenship. I think you'll get all that stuff, and you should just focus on being safe mentally and physically and getting away from him and getting your divorce on file so that when the time comes, you can file for your 751. And if the divorce gets finished sooner, you don't actually have to wait the full 2 years. You can apply for the 751 earlier.
Got it. Well, I have text messages. I have his mental health history that I didn't see before I got married. I just discovered this. So I'll submit that for sure.
Great.
Appreciate that.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right. I'm not seeing the trolls, you guys. I mean, people can say comments and things. A troll is not all trolls are created equally. All right. Priyanka has been waiting. Hello, Priyanka.
Hello, good evening, Jim. We have met a couple of times. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's up?
So actually, I came to United States on K1 visa, and I applied for my adjustment of status, and I got my conditional green card this 2024 June, and it will expire in 2026 June.
I
And
remember. And then didn't you get some job in London or something?
no.
No.
Actually, I got job in Michigan. I'm
Oh,
currently
Michigan.
working in Michigan, and but my employer wants me to go to Sweden for training.
Oh, Sweden. Okay.
Yes, so that is the country where I gave my interview, and I came to United States from Sweden.
Okay.
Actually, But I'm going back on the business trip this time because I have a training that I have to go through in January, from January 3rd to January 17th, which is 2 weeks. So, as a conditional green card and also change in the government, is it even safe to go out of country?
Yeah.
Is it fine, or else I'm actually like very scared about what I have seen Milo's case. It is really terrible, actually.
Oh, there's
So
something wrong with Milo's case. I wouldn't judge your case based on Milo's case. I wouldn't worry about that.
okay, Jim.
So you're telling me you have a 2-year conditional green card that you just got.
Yes,
You are being asked to leave the United States on January 3rd when Joe Biden is still president, and you're being asked to come back on January 17th when Joe Biden is still president.
yes.
I think it's the perfect time to go. Go now, and then worry. Don't get anxious till after that. I think you're fine.
Okay. So even after that, I'm not allowed to go out of United States, correct?
No, a conditional green card holder can leave with their conditional green card, their current passport. That's all they need.
Yeah, my current passport is on my married name. I changed it.
Yeah,
It is currently under my married name, and I also got letter from my HR saying that this is just a training, and I will be back, and I don't have any intentions to stay in Sweden, and so on. So my question is it safe because of?
Do you want me to go with you, Priyanka? I'll go to Sweden with you. I'd like to see Sweden. I think you're fine, sweetheart. I wouldn't worry about this.
Okay, okay, Jim. Thank you. And also, my husband, we were separated for 3 months,
Yeah, I
and
remember. And then he moved to Michigan with you.
yes, and
Yep.
he's applying for jobs, and he's this close to get an offer here in Michigan. Hopefully, that
Good.
he's going to get into a job, and he will be soon applying for I-865 for the um, what is that again? For the sponsors change of address.
Oh, Priyanka, I don't even know about that thing. Nobody pays any attention to that. Yeah, he should
Yes.
update his address. Yeah, but in narrator's voice, nobody ever does that. Like I've never even heard of that form. So I'm sure there is a form, but I've never known anyone to do it. You guys are very, very good rule followers. I'll just say that.
And because my problem is, will I have like any problem when I'm applying for my 10-year green card?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Priyanka. See
Thank
ya.
you.
We'll
Have a
see you
nice.
later. Okay, always good to see you. Thank you, Priyanka. Let's go ahead and get started. Lionel's been waiting. Hi, Lionel.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Good. Can you take me out of camera, please?
Uh, yes, sir. There you go.
Thank you, Jim. Jim, I just got a little concern about my green card.
Okay.
Um, I got my green card in January of this year without an interview.
Mhm.
Okay, in July, I got a call from a supervisor from the field office where I live. And basically, what he said was they did a mistake. They give me the green card with the wrong category.
Wrong
Okay.
category. Yeah.
And basically, what he said was file a I-90 form, and obvious because what's their mistake is no fee on that.
Right.
And I filled the form. I sent it back to them with the card. That was in August. They received the form in August 22nd, I believe. Okay, and then I called my lawyer, the one helped me with the case, and I explained the situation to her. And she said, "Oh, that's something simple to fix it. You just gotta file the new form and send it to them, and they're gonna fix it." Okay, and I did that, but I wasn't sure if she gave me the right answer. And couple weeks after that, I called her back and I asked for my whole file.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, and I checked the I-485 form, and that mistake was from her.
Oh.
She marked the wrong box, and since then, I just waiting for them. It's been like 3 months, and I didn't got any news from USCIS. Is anything you recommend me to do? Just waiting, or what can I do right now?
Did USCIS receipt in the I-90? Do you have a receipt for the I-90 or no?
Yes, I do.
Well, if they receive, usually the problem with an I-90 where you're trying to get a replacement green card, usually the hard part is getting them to agree that it was their mistake, and they won't agree that it was their mistake, and then they don't receipt it in. So the fact that you got the receipt and the fact that the supervisor told you it was their mistake makes me think there's something in your file that says that was their mistake. I mean, yeah, your attorney might have put the wrong code in, and USCIS should have caught it. So, I mean, probably your attorney started off the problem, but
That's exactly what she did because she
yeah,
marked the immediate relative, okay, category, okay, and I'm a spouse of permanent resident, and she should mark the second box right there.
I mean, because your spouse was a green card holder.
Yes, it is. She is. Yeah.
Yeah, so probably she's just been doing the same thing over and over with all of her forms and then missed that one. So, but the fact that you have a receipt and then it's underway and you still have the wrong green card, right?
No, I send it with them to them.
Oh yeah, don't ever send the I-9 don't ever send your green card back with the I-90. You always hold on to that until they ask for it.
Oh, really?
Because
Oh,
that's your proof of status.
yeah, yeah. And the other thing was because I was planning to go my country on December, but and I asked them for a stamp, okay, on my passport, and
Yeah.
I have it already. But right now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go because in the factor where she make the mistake, on the form 485. It's kind of made me think right now. Should I go? Because I don't want any troubles when I'm trying to get back. I
So
have this. I have the stamp already in my passport.
can you go before January 20th?
I was thinking to go, but I think it's too late now because I already canceled
Yeah,
my ticket.
Amani's
Yeah.
thinking about going to Egypt, and she said the costs in December are just insane. So, um, to me, I would always go to the next question I ask when someone says that they're worried about leaving. Before you started the green card process with your spouse, I would assume that were you in status? You must have been if you're married to a green card holder, right?
I wasn't. I wasn't. No, I wasn't in status.
Okay, then I would probably sit tight until you get your green card situated.
Okay, no, because let me tell you this. It was my mistake all this, because I wait so long to get to file the Form 85, because my I-130 was approved since 2005,
Oh my
and
god!
I wait only for probably like 20 something years to file the 485. I know that's stupid, sounds stupid, right? But it's what it is.
Thanks, Lionel. Thanks, buddy. Good luck. Let us know how it goes. Okay.
Thank you, Jim. Bye
Bye,
bye.
buddy. All right. All right. Manuel is here. Hi, Manuel.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you very much. Can you take me off camera, please?
It's Thursday. Everybody's off camera on Thursdays. What's up?
Yeah. Thank you very much. I just want to know when is the earliest date you think I can get married? I just got divorced today, and with what is coming, we don't really know. But I'm out of status. I just need your advice on when you think it to be.
What's the question? What you filed something today? Is that what you said?
No. I just got a divorce today, but I want to kind of get married so that I'll be able to put something in place.
Where are you in the world? Are you in the United States?
Yes. I'm in Maryland.
When did you come to the United States?
That's January 2020.
And when you came to the United States, what kind of a visa did you have?
That's F1.
And did you go to school?
I did briefly, but after 2 months, I stopped going to school because of COVID, because of people that actually promised to sponsor me. COVID hit everywhere, so they couldn't actually fulfill their promise. So that's why I kind of stopped going to school.
Oh, Lindy, thanks everybody for reminding me. Today's Wednesday, so it's supposed to be on camera day. Thursday is the day everybody's off camera. I'm just teasing. So, okay, so you didn't really go to school, and then then did you marry a U.S. citizen?
Yeah, I married one, but kind of married before. I got to get a divorce. I told you last time, but I was able to get it done today. But I already have, since I stopped relating with that person. I met another lady that we kind of we like more than a year now. We have been together. We had a 3-month-old baby, so we doing well, and we plan to get married.
Did the first so were you married in your home country?
Yes, I did, but I got divorced when I got here. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so what country are you from?
From Nigeria.
So you went to get a student visa and they gave it to you because you were married to someone in Nigeria.
Yes.
And then you got divorced once you got to the United States.
Yes.
So we're going to call, so wife number one was a Nigerian wife. Did you get divorced from the Nigerian wife in a Nigerian court or in an American court?
In American court.
Okay. And then you married American wife number one, right?
Yes.
Did American wife number one ever file for an immigration benefit for you?
No.
What was the date of your marriage?
That was December 6, 2022.
And so you were out of status when you married that person?
Exactly.
And they never filed for you?
No.
And today your divorce was final?
Yes.
So you were married right around 2 years?
Exactly.
Why did the first American wife not file for you?
It's a lot of nightmares. So, I after we got married, I discovered that she was still married to someone else, but she lied to me when we met. I asked her several times. She said, no, we never got married. We almost got married. But at the end of the day, when I went online, I saw that they actually got married. There was a divorce in place, but they didn't finalize the divorce. So at that point, I was worried, what am I going to do? Should I do VAWA? Even at some point, I wanted to do VAWA, but later I discovered that even if I don't know if USCI is going to do some research to know that this person was married to someone, and because of all this, I don't want to I don't want to risk it. So that's what I say. That's what I talked to you that time. So I have to get all those things out of.
So you don't even know if your marriage to American wife number one was valid.
Exactly. Right. Because I'm very sure that he's still married to the husband number one, but because at the time I met her, she was separated, so I didn't know anything. But
did her prior marriage involve either her getting a green card or
no? They're both American citizens. No.
Okay. So when did you get separated from American wife number one?
That was March last year, March 30th last year.
Of 23.
Yes.
So why did it take 18 months for a 3-month-old divorce or 3-month-old marriage to get divorce finalized?
At some point, I was thinking, should I go fight? Should I do VAWA? I first annul it, but the annulment, the magistrate said, I don't have the enough body to prove that, whether this person even though he might not have the divorce, but he might probably go to another state or another county to get a divorce. And so I couldn't prove it. So that's why that didn't fly.
Did she fight the divorce?
No, she did not. But the first annulment, she was trying to call them that she's sick, that they should postpone it. But the magistrate said they're not going to postpone that. If she have evidence of she was sick, maybe doctor's report she should bring it, but she never showed up. So, but because I couldn't prove it, the husband, I don't know the husband's phone number. She's not going to come to court to say I'm still married to someone else. So I can't really prove it. So that's why that one was denied. But now we now have to go for divorce. So it was.
So then you get divorced and it's finalized today. Now, did you say that you've been with this new American woman number two?
Yes.
Been with her for about a year?
Yes, more than a year, yeah.
Did you say something about a kid?
Yes, we have 3-month baby, yeah.
Have you ever watched this show before?
Yes, I did.
Have you heard me talk about the playbook before?
No, not really.
You haven't heard me talk about Nigerian men?
Yes, I've heard of you. You've said many things about Nigerian marriages and everything. Yeah.
So is your question to me, Jim, what are my chances of getting a green card? Is that what your question is for me?
I mean, you have always said like 20% or 15%, something like that. So.
I'd say 0%. I'd say 0%. They're not going to believe anything that you've ever said. You said you're going back because you're married to a. How soon after? Well, hold on. You said you're definitely go back. They should give you the F1 because you're married to a Nigerian woman. Then you got divorced. You said to them, I'm going to America to go to school, but you only went to school for 2 weeks. Then you married someone who was probably married to somebody else. Then you got separated from that person. And then you had a baby with a third woman. And while you were still legally married to American number 2. So USCIS, I mean, what you're telling me is like the kind of denial notices that I read, right? Like your case, if you file this case, you are headed to a notice of intent to deny, and you're headed to a denial. They are never ever going to give you a green card. I don't think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think you're ever going to get a green card in the United States. Not on this history, because you're going to have to disclose the marriage to number 2. They know that you didn't go to school, which is a fraud indicator. All of your marriages in the United States have been while you were out of status. So they're just going to have knives out, man. I think that if you and people need to get ready. I was talking to a friend of mine in DC. People need to get ready that at some green card interviews, ICE is going to be there too, starting in January, February, March after that. So, their new directive is going to be, according to Project 2025, is if you deny a case and that case pissed you off, or even if it didn't, send them a notice to appear in deportation court. So I don't see a path here for you, Manuel.
Okay.
Are you surprised by what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
All right. Well, good luck, brother.
All right.
See ya. All right. That was Manuel. He had quite a story to tell. Well, there you have it. Another edition of the Best of the Immigration Answers Show. Again, my name is Jim Hacking. I'm an immigration attorney practicing law throughout the United States, out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. If you want to get a hold of us at the firm, you can email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com, or you can call us at 314-961-8200. You also can join our free Facebook group. It's called Immigrant Home. We'd love to have you join us there. There's thousands of immigrants talking about the immigration process in there every single day. We also have our YouTube channel where you can subscribe to see all of our videos and to get alerted whenever we go live, whenever we're going to record another episode of the Immigration Answer Show. Maybe you could be a guest and ask us a question. Finally, if you're not following us on TikTok, we suggest you do @Immigration Hacking. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.